I started this journey with Buddha CEO almost 3 weeks back, and every time I do meditation with you, sir, either online or offline, every meditation experience is healing somewhere something deep inside me that I can see in the way I think, the way I speak, with my actions as well as with my words also. Today morning, I'll just share the incident, what happened today morning. When I got up at 5, I realized that there is no water in the house. Now I have to take care and manage the kids all by myself, make their breakfast, get them ready. And I was like, initially before meditation, I used to start getting panic. Oh shit, water is not there. How will I do this? And I don't know what happened. Something came into my mind that Poonam, relax. Things will happen. Do not worry. And that was the moment I realized this has never happened before with me. Otherwise, I used to get so tense. How am I going to manage? But then I just relaxed. I said, okay, let's continue with the work and let's see what happens. And automatically things started falling into place. I've seen that changes in my relationships also. Like you said, that detachment. I was so much attached to my relationships now that I wanted people, okay, if I say this, please do this. So at times those relationships were not working, whether be it my husband or my children. But then I realized that I have to detach, I have to just let go. I cannot control anything, but all I can do is I can control myself from falling into that trap of controlling people and everything. I said, just let go. Let people do what the way they want to do. You just be calm. You do with a peaceful mind, with a calm mind. Other benefits I can say, sir, my sleep quality has actually used, like you keep saying this, so I never used to agree at times. कि ऐसे कैसे 8 घंटे की नींद तो चाहिए ही चाहिए है करके ना. But then I realized that even if I'm sleeping 5 hours, I'm waking up with a fresh mood, fresh mind, like na, to just begin that new day. And initially I had sleep issues also, like na, just turning on the bed from left to right, and I used to never say that I'm so tired, I'm awake since morning, but I'm not falling asleep. But now that sleep pattern I've changed, there's a drastic change in that. The moment I lie down in the bed, I'm just off to sleep. And that even 5 hours of sleep, when you get up, initially I used to feel, mujhe nahi utna hai, I don't want to get out of the bed. But then today I feel ki automatically I get up and I'm like, okay, yes. I've started appreciating, I've started paying gratitude to every minute things in the life. And that has actually, and all this has happened, it is only because of the meditation. And I make sure that if I don't attend the session before sleep, I will definitely at least attend the meditation part and then go off to sleep.
Good morning, good afternoon, and a wonderful evening, dear friends and masters. Very warm welcome to day 11 of our gratitude journey. And as we are learning how to enhance our energies, coming to this sacred platform, where we are learning how we can step into our best potential. Let's take this moment, to pause and reflect that how each decisions and the choices that we make today creates our environment, creates our inner world and outer world. We're going to learn the choices that we make for sattvic food and vegetarian food, how it would enhance our spiritual journey. So very warm welcome to you, sir. Over to you.
Happy morning, dear friends and masters. Great afternoon, evening. I have to salute Poonamji for narrating so beautifully everything. Our practice will take care of a life transformation. There is first stage where we do 10 minutes of meditation. Hear the we try to get into meditation. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, may not listen to the wisdom. Maybe do it twice a week, twice a week. The shorter meditation will calm us for sure. A stage of calm mind. We'll see definite benefits. A little bit of mindfulness is there. Peace of mind is there. Situations improve. If we do it before a meeting, the meeting will go great. Great. But the real transformation happens, like Poonamji, when we take this as a sincere practice for a few weeks. And a practice is meditation, or practice is this knowledge to take and to consciously look to apply it. The transformation where everything changes. And one of them is no complaints, no judgments. Power of speech. That she mentioned about it. I think differently. Now I also talk differently. This is a very, 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 very important subject for a meditation practice now. It is about really understanding how well I speak, how beautiful I speak. What do I speak? Why do I speak? Speaking will determine your awareness levels. Speaking will determine your understanding of the concept of energy. Speaking will determine how much you truly imbibe the qualities of the whole, your consciousness. If consciousness is always excellent in doing whatever it's doing, it helps you where we are, each of us. Just as speaking of words, the right speech is all that is making a huge difference to our lives and others' lives, the right speech. We're a field of three. And this is the most important concept that Patriji emphasized all the time. And I never understood in the beginning. But then later, the more I looked into it, the more the entire spirituality is codified in these statements, very, very practical statements of right speech. In that right speech, number one is no complaints, no judgments about anybody. Spirituality says, our meditation science says now that we are the whole. The quantum field is saying everything is energy, everything is connected. You are energy and not matter, so you are the whole. You're infinitely potential. You have great thought to create what you wish to create. Then a complaint cannot be there. If you understood that, this cannot be there. If you become that, then there won't be a complaint, because you recognize and say anything that's coming is drawn by me. We have three fields. We have thought field, we have field of words, and then we have field of actions. Vakshetra is a very powerful concept of Patriji. Now he did it in Telugu, we don't have in English talking about it. Vakshetra. The three kshetra means the field, our thoughts, our words, and deeds. In thoughts, you are completely independent, complete an experience in thought. Whatever that you want to do, you can imagine, your thought can go on about an experience of you going somewhere, traveling somewhere, fighting with somebody, or whatever that is, experiencing great sensual pleasure with somebody, whatever that could be, you can have thought field. You can think, visualize, imagine that happened, feel satisfied, you're done. That experience is done. Because it's all in the energy, and then you move into the newer state of energy through your thought. So in energy level, realizing you're finishing an experience, you're saying, I'm done, okay, I'm happy, I'm joyful. You don't say, now I want that to be physically also showing up. You have the ability to complete an experience in your thought world. You're free, your thoughts are yours. You can contain them, you can complete them there. If you don't complete them, it is half done. You say, okay, now I wish to see that physically happen to me, then that's called manifestation. But if you imagine of, you organizing a big event and you go up there, you feel like, people are coming and then they are joyfully going and you're so satisfied, everything can be imagination. And then you say, yes, that's it. That's my beautiful event of organizing. And then one can easily get satisfied with it. There is no necessity to experience that physically, but that's the thought field. You are independent of what you want to do in that field. Field of actions are based on your character, your personality. If I have a lot of fears, it's going to show up. You cannot control a fear. If I have a lot of judgment about an individual, then whatever they do, it's going to come out because our subconscious programs drive our behaviors. 95% of behaviors are driven through the subconscious program. If I have a strong judgment about an individual who is always, bothering me, a lot of times happens at a workplace, at home, then our response will come out. It's not something you can control. You can't control your anger and say, hey, why are you angry all the time? Don't try to correct an action because action cannot be corrected. Instead, somebody has to look at and say, what causes the action? What is the subconscious program that is pushing these buttons automatically for this to happen? So field of actions cannot correct. One has to go back to see what program they have, what characters, what's their character. That has to change. Then our actions will change. If I have a lot of greed, then I go on stealing, I go on dominating to take it from others. You cannot change that. Don't try to correct somebody's greed and see if you can give them meditation or if you can give them some knowledge, how so irrelevant, how it causes suffering to many. Actions cannot be corrected. Only the programs, the personality that needs to change for the actions to change. In the field of thoughts, we're independent, can complete experiences. In field of action, we can't do anything. That has to happen. And for that to change, our views has to change, our intentions have to change. And so automated actions will change. Personality will change. Our field of words is about creation here, which we are intending to create in the material world. That experience is here. When you talk about something here, material, you're bringing it out. Thought field, it's energy field, it's there. But when you bring it out here, word, right? It's a sensory thing. A word is sensory thing. Senses means here. Thought is energy, not here, is out of the sensory field. And so the field of word means then whatever you say then is to be now dealt with here. There has to be a material experience out of it that's going to happen. Either we say rubbish things and we have to experience the rubbish things without knowing. I'm a stupid fellow. I don't know. I just, I don't know why I do this. I'm such an, then we use different words to ourselves. And then so we have to experience that because we say that with emotion, our thoughts and feelings create reality that is going to be coming out right here. The words are like bullets. And so then Don McGuire, there will be a talk on 4 Agreements, book by Don McGuire, who is the black magician. Words are like black magicians' tools. What do black magicians do? They have intense power when they do something. And so then it goes to the other side. If they're weaker, they'll take that energy, and so they also start suffering. The words pierce through others because it's communicated to others. Words, intense amount of energy, because words trigger a lot of thought. Are they coming from our thought, our behavior, our understanding? So if we can work on words which are impacting us, our creation, our experience here, or it is impacting others. I'm not going to talk to you because you're just always like this. I don't like this and I'm simply going to drop this and go. We're frustrated at home. I'm not going to like this. I'll simply drop this and go. When you use these words, then you have to face the consequence of it. Now, that may be one of the most important things for you to do, but then you're using these words out of lack of awareness. And so I'm going to drop this and go. Now, it's very important for you. You drop this, then who's going to get impacted? You're going to get impacted. Now, it has to be created. Materially, it has to be experienced because we said it. Awareness of the speech is required, where our speech has to be beautiful. It should be elevating. It's not pull somebody down in the way we speak. It should be encouraging someone. So it means our words, we have to look carefully be there in, is it inducing fear into somebody? Fear. We don't inflict fear, instead love or joy. So our words that are full of fear, scaring people, usually negative, disastrous thought. Yesterday I went on this road trip and then it was just horrible. So many accidents are taking place. So much traffic is showing up everywhere. Nobody bothers about traffic and it just goes on this and that. In many cases, it induces fear. A lot of drivers, a lot of people don't want to drive because of this, what they hear all the time. They don't want to learn driving. Now, driving is mobility. You want to be mobile. If you're mobile, then you're free. If you're not, then you feel restricted. Now, they want to learn, but there's all these kinds of words and everywhere spoken, so you feel like, okay, it's not worth it. Well, your capabilities are unlimited. It just happens. You don't even know that you're causing that influence on many, whether youngsters or many women in India, it could be anywhere. But why not? It's constantly happening because of simple words, the poor choice of words that are spoken by everybody around. No, it's scary to do here. It is very scary because, what happened? That fellow just came like this and hit. What's the point in sharing a word like that when that happens? What's the point? Why do you need to share something? It's of no use to them or to you, because if you say it, you're going to relive it. Do you want a reliving of an experience like that? And if you share to somebody, you're going to scare them. If not anything, you simply talk about it, open up and say, because we're trained and say, I have to open my mouth in the group. Otherwise, I'm like, people see me like, what, this fellow doesn't talk. And so we're trained to say that you have to open the mouth and talk. Hey, talk. No. Yogis don't talk. They absolutely are in silence. We're in a group, only if there is something we communicated. Communication through telepathy will happen. Two great masters don't have anything to talk because all happens automatically. We communicate only is absolutely necessary, number one. We communicate with encouraging positive words. We communicate only if it is truth. Only if it's truthful. If it's not, if we can't establish the truthfulness of that thing, then we don't just like that open and talk about it. Just because, somebody, now this discrimination is coming. If some superstar is speaking about something, doesn't mean that it is right. Doesn't mean it's right. Even here, everything that's being said, you know what Gautama Buddha said, this is my truth. This is what I experience. And then through this technique, through this process, and I understand this is what causes no suffering. This is my truth. Do not believe me. Experiment by yourself, and then you take it. Every newcomer must look to see, just because Chandra said it, just because Sonalji is saying, and then she is there on the stage, and so then everything she said is true. We never fall into the trap, especially in the beginning, in such our own experimentation. Establish that this is true for me, and then we do it. Not until that time. That 8 hours of sleep may not be necessary when we say it. Then your feeling is telling, no way, I have to sleep. Thinking, contemplate on it to see how do I experiment. That gap will come down at some point. Our Swadharma has to be followed. Swadharma, Paradharma. Swadharma means what I feel like doing. Paradharma is what others are telling me, others are doing, and I will also do that. From there we learn, but here we change slowly through our inner feeling. But the learning, we're talking about the concept of Vakshetra. So this triple filter will be very, very useful in what to express, and triple filter in how to express. That can be very useful. What to express, at least one. I will talk about positive news, positive things, positivity. I don't generally bring up all the negative news around. Then only thing, you take up newspaper, 99% is negative anyway. Is it necessary to be carried to somebody? Not at all. I stopped reading newspaper. I'll take only the headlines here and there. A lot of time saved. Because whatever we take in is all going to accumulate there. And then our goal is to clear this. And then here you do meditation, you go and read the newspaper, you'll accumulate a lot of stuff there again. What we're feeding in is what is coming true slowly, because your knowledge leads to experience. You see today and you sympathize and say, what a sad thing happened. And then you say something else. Now you are with a feeling, you're saying that these things continue to happen in India. Oh my God, this is such a sad story. These things continue to happen in India. This is such a sad story that me and my children are having to face. When you say these words, then you're exactly causing that to be created again. Don't even know, but we cause that creation to happen. Now you may sit and wonder, how will I happen created? But that's how creation is. You're wanting to experience more of that. Without knowing. First of all, it's not required to be spoken. And if it's required to be contemplated, then we'll say, what is the reason? Then, of course, we go to the understanding law of reincarnation, law of cause and effect, we get some answers. We know how to be empathetic. And if they're next to us, how to give them that comfort and then support. If I'm in the right position to do something, I will do. If I'm the authority to do something, but not otherwise to talk about it. If I have a deep calling that I must start a movement, I will go and do it. But not simply just passing the buck on to somebody and just keep talking unwanted suggestions to give. They are not no help. Your energy is wasted. You're potentially causing that creation to happen more. And people around you, are you pulling them down? There's no value. No value whatsoever. So positivity, truthfulness, and usefulness, three things have to be looked at, dear friends. The triple filter. Entire spirituality can be coded when we speak without randomly, just like that arbitrarily two people speak. My God, when I went to one of my alumni friends, with college alumni, I think, all those old students came together. I was like that, sure, I was like that 20 years ago, no doubt about it. I'm not special. I don't want to say special. But then when we start understanding, there's so much of random rubbish was going on. We are like putting every character, student, friend after friend after friend, so this fellow used to do this, this is always like that, and judging, talking about this and that. It doesn't stop from the past, then it's just random killing time. That's all. We call it and use it in a beautiful thing called memories. One of these filters at least must pass for us to deliver. The delivery, Gautam Buddha talked about it. Delivery. Timing is important. Just because, just don't dump it right there. You lose a deal. And isn't it? What a poor choice would be that you would come in there and then your team members who worked hard and say, you know what, we lost this deal, this customer blasted us, this is what happened. Timing has to be there. It must be communicated. It's not a great thing. It's not a positive news, but still be communicated because it's useful to them. If you feel it's useful, then use the right timing, the right tone. Right timing, right tone, the intention. What's your intention in telling that news to your team? To blame somebody? The intention behind is to point somebody, to victimize somebody, to exploit somebody, or the intention is to genuinely bring it to their attention so that next time they will look at it differently. What is the intention behind which we are talking? When you are commenting, making a review comment, what is the intention? Oh, this fellow, so I really have to pull him up today. Intention matters because it is intention that carries the energy towards that. And so then intention needs to be, and it will happen when we are, of course, meditating and understanding more and more. That the more objective we become, then of course, the intentions also become more and more clear. Our views increase and intentions change. So dear friends, so part of this is this complaining nature. Of words, and if somebody is bringing up and saying, nothing happens for me, then you have a person you have only complaining in nature. Be watchful for them. Rather than trying to explain to them in words about how to engage, make them sit for meditation. Now, if they don't sit for meditation, and a lot of times I do it, when people come and the only thing they want to interested is to just talk about the problem, if they're not ready to listen to a solution that you have, then you don't need that engagement. First thing is to not talk about the problem to amplify it, instead to make them sit for meditation. If you know that they're not meditating, that'll cool off. Then different words will come. Unwanted stuff not to be spoken. So the complaints and judgments must go away, because when they're more, and then practice it today and see what happens. If you didn't complain, would that have mattered? Just would like you to practice it. If you didn't complain, the issue is there. That means it's a reflection, reflecting onto you, because the understanding is whatever is happening is a mirror that is of, people are reacting certain ways, it's a mirror onto you. If things are happening to you because we drew those experiences into our life through our own past thought. Let's go into this meditation once again, dear friends. We're practicing breath mindfulness meditation. Our goal is to rest the mind. And we do this by observing our natural breath. We call it, with the natural breath, with our eyes closed. As seen in the picture, sit down comfortably on the floor and the chair. With your fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, crossing your feet across legs if you're sitting on the floor, closing your eyes, remove the spectacles if you wear, and then observe your normal, natural breath. When you observe your breath, your mind becomes empty, less of thought, calmness prevails. We feel deeply peaceful. Be in that state. Whatever that happens at that time, any sensation, moment, energy, observe it, witness it. If there are thought, and thoughts will come, move your attention back to the breath and again start the process all over. This is called breath mindfulness meditation. Let's start with this process today. Relax yourself. Dear friends, with your specs removed, eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap, comfortably rested, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. And you observe your breath, your mind slowly becomes less and less of thought. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience the deeper calmness as your mind is becoming empty. All that liberated energy moves into the generous present moment. You become mindful. You experience deeper. yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness. That blackness. Of no body, of no thing. All emptiness is energy. The quantum field of energy. The field that ever exists, ever expansive and ever blissful. The more you are with it in this emptiness and this energy, the more you become of it. Expansive, blissful, Merge into the emptiness of yourself. This is your divine self. That intelligence constantly paying attention to you. Signaling through intuition and messages. The more you merge into this energy, that emptiness, the more you are in touch with this greater mind, that intelligence, the more clearer you become. Friends, it's a great honor, it's a great privilege to be experiencing this life, to be exploring consciousness at this time of history. Be grateful to all things and to everyone for helping us be in this life. It's always sacrifice of something and someone that helps us to be in the moment, to experience what we do. Your gratitude to your parents, to your teachers, your mentors, to your family, friends, colleagues, everyone in your life. Be grateful to to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Which always brings so many insights into a life, so much of joy into a life. Your gratitude to everything you use, the technology, the system, the companies, government, that bring convenience and comfort. And gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent universe. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes. Okay, dear friends, we went longer on Anapanasati today. Without heart elevation process, about 40 minutes of meditation. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll talk about the vegetarian choices in the next, another session, the food choice, another session. One important aspect of meditation is to increase our mental health and several abilities of the mind. So the wisdom note today will carry about how meditation increase our mental abilities. The memory power, your ability to read and learn. When you're doing this program, and we are giving a lot of concepts, but this meditation that we do supports us. Earlier in the first week, I talked about our brain, the outer brain, which is the conscious mind, or the human brain, because humans have the ability to learn. This is where all the learning is happening, all the decision making is happening, reasoning is happening. All of that meditation, according to the research, is greatly supporting. So the first thing is that I want to take a few minutes, but the wisdom will carry in detail. So just high level, a fact that this outer brain is significantly increasing its capacities because the several neurons are built for long-term meditators. So this outer brain, what long-term meditation is doing is increased thickening of this whole outer brain. So that means more cells, more glue in between the cells. Because of it, automatically, every part of that brain which are responsible for various things, it's all in the outer brain. Your sensory perceptions are being absorbed through this outer brain. The data is processed through the outer brain. Control and command is given through the outer brain. So sensory perception means touch and pressure, your smelling, your hearing, they're all our senses, right? Your vision, they're all there. And every area is fundamentally improving. Your heightened senses, we call them. Heightened senses. Your awareness increase, your heightened sense increase. So they all are, now there is something called coherence, that is happening because the concept of whole brain synchronization. Our brain has two parts, one left brain and right brain, two halves, two hemispheres. Redundancy is built into our intelligent body significantly into the brain. So two brain halves are there. If one doesn't work, second one takes over. How beautiful, isn't it? Two lungs, one doesn't work, second one takes over. Or whatever, two hands, one doesn't work, at least something, two legs. So many things are there. And so these two brains, for those who are stressful, generally stop cooperating with each other because the neural glue is not adequately there. Neural networks are not adequately there. But a meditator, what they notice is that the whole brain synchronization happening because sufficient amount of networks are developed between them too. And another important scientific understanding is that the long-term memory from the context of mental abilities, the hippocampus, which is the second brain inside, which is called the hippocampus, a long-term memory area, research shows that this long-term memory, where you hold long-term things that are important for you, the essence goes into the long-term memory. The essence that we learn from things, it goes into the long-term memory. How do you know it's essence? Because you repeat it, you talk about it. And so then that becomes the essence of something you learn. And so that long-term memory, what they found is that for meditators, the long-term memory is increasing in size. Right? Fears resist reducing in size. The fears are reducing in size. And then, so then many times, for example, life after death, there is so much fear about death, you don't want to learn. Fear is reduced and slowly open up to learn. Many subjects that you're fearful of, and mathematics, no way, just psychs me out. That fear reduces, you become more open to learn. So this is another reason why the memory increases long term, and then fears reduce, open for learning. Our neural circuits are generally increasing capacity. Brain synchronization is happening, right? And then the thing about the brain states are kept continuously into the better states of learning. That's alpha. A meditator regularly practices during the day is generally hovering between beta and alpha states. Beta is focused attention, alpha is fast learning. So they're in that state, they're hovering in that state. So the things happen, right? So we are initially, before meditation, you say, no way I can read. But then now, slowly you start being able to read. And then people who are there, who, let's say, practice for 2 years now, can you tell if your ability to read has improved? The same you who said, I can't read a book, and if I open it and go to sleep, now you read more. So please say if that is true for you, right, in the chat. And so, dear friends, and all of this leads to something called this the neuroplasticity and rigidity is, a brain is very rigid to learn because of various reasons, and one of them is to where we stop learning, we stop thinking actively. If we stop directing our attention towards one thing, now, as a meditator has become more focused and concentrating onto things, then we also start take a thing and then we go into it. We want to learn more about it. We want to look into why something is happening. So when you do consciously direct your attention towards things, your brain develops the ability to rewire itself. If you use it, it gets better. If you use it, it gets better. Not in a stressful fashion. If you use it in a peace, calmness, and then use it for some purpose, now it gets better to rewire itself. It's like a car. If you don't use the car, it gets jammed and it becomes difficult at door. If you don't use for a long time, it gets jammed. Now you try to push it, it tries to break, right? And the same concept, the brain has to be used appropriately. So for learning, if it becomes more plastic, that means you're becoming and you learn more and more. It's a cycle. You're supported. So because of all of this, dear friends, and we say there are several powers. Memory power, which is commonly is what you can store and access. That means you can remember things better. Is memory power is there. It increases according to the research. Your concentration increases, which many people know. Our ability to read increases. Our ability to learn. Learning is synthesizing. You learn one concept today about Vakshetra. Tomorrow you'll combine that with mindfulness. Day after tomorrow you combine that with a research paper that is presented. So your ability to bring them together will increase. So that's your absorption of learning when you put multiple things together, right? If you are having situations in life that are not in line with what you want, and then next day when you read law of karma and the law of cause and effect, then you're connecting them. On one side, you read a quantum physics concept of how thoughts create reality, and so then you connect them and say, yeah, 10 years ago in my company, the only thing I said is that I'm a failure, I can't do, I will continue to experience failures, and so that gets caused now. So you'll connect them. You learn from many concepts that you put them together. And so it's called learning power. Reason it out. That increases. Creativity increases. Thought power is when you think of things that are coming together increases. So students greatly benefit, and everybody greatly benefits. Companies greatly benefit as our abilities increase. Right, friends. So the wisdom note will cover this aspect to go into it. I just run through. Thank you very much for joining.
So I think we have a question, sir, that we tried to answer. So it says it's from Devika Gokhale. And she's saying that if something is truthful but not positive, then how to handle it?
Something is truthful, not positive. If it is useful, you share. Otherwise, don't share. So assume it's useful. Madam, you can give what that is. But assume it's truthful, then you share. How to handle? There are 3 ways, right? To use the right tone. Your intentions are right to tell them. This is typical at a workplace. In the workplace, somebody is trying to hide things under the carpet. It's truth that you know it is truth, but it's not the great for that person. And talk to that person. Your intentions are right, and so go and then walk up to the person, give that feedback, right? Now, you're not blaming, and you're expressing, whatever that is, that look, this is give the big picture always. Many times they don't know. The big picture is that something here causes serious impact elsewhere. It can potentially pull the whole deal away. They may be doing it primarily to just protect themselves, right? So, there are many ways to do, but all we want to do is, as long as we have the right intention, and then you're more composed about it. Before meditation, we have a knee-jerk reaction about it because it really caused some significant impact or causing. But here, more composed, more calm. And so we walk up to them. You don't have to give this feedback to them in a big group. That's to expose, not necessary. Unless the group has to learn, it's not necessary. So be mindful, and then, whatever. Feedback in private, praise in public. So give that. Unless the whole group needs to learn, talk about it in one-on-one because it's of no use to somebody else, right? And so then in one-on-one, you give that feedback. And there can be, of course, retaliation because the other side is not ready to accept. It can be there, but be firm, but then don't have to get into arguments. We don't argue. This whole concept is called emotional intelligence. We don't argue. Argument doesn't lead to anything. Put your point across and come back. They may not agree to it. No problem. Put your point across again. Be persistent about it. Be persuasive about it. And if you doubt, and if you feel that, oh, he or she is going to really, really impact this onto me, then we have fear about if they're managers, if they're leaders, and we are fearful about what we're trying to protect ourselves. This is when a lot of times people try to protect themselves, and so then they sweep things under the carpet. But that fear is there. What do you fear for? When we understand next week, the empowerment comes from our own thought and feeling to create what we want. Then we stop fearing about managers and bosses. When there is not truth is on your side, you stand up and speak. The courage will come. It'll happen. Meditation brings down the fears, all fears. And then we take action.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
One of the participants asked that it's from N. Shah that they have been doing meditation for a while, but now learning the science with it, with this program first time for 40 days, and has been trying to leave tobacco, and it's been a long time. So is there something else can they do with an intention to see how they can get rid of that habit?
You want to explain scientifically to them, then that's whether you think they can take it. Go to eocinstitute.org. Then there is a section on addictions. I may talk about this in mental health concept. Today I talked about mental abilities, mind abilities, mental health, how addictions and depressions are reduced to meditation. There's plenty of evidences there. You can refer to that EOC Institute, somebody can type, and then print that article and show it to them. Okay.
Okay, sir. Will
And
do.
if they simply want to really get to the problem, and then they come and sit here in this program for 40 days, and then they will see a huge difference. Yes, Reshma, or there is some announcement for upcoming programs?
Yes, sir. Friends, we're going to have one of our greatest senior master, and she does everything. She can host, she can facilitate, has been meditating. She'll talk a lot about herself, but she's one of our greatest volunteer to go to, is here with us. Her name is Reshma Kaushik from Bangalore, and she's going to talk about our upcoming programs for coach. So welcome, Reshma ji, and over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sonal ma'am. Yes, friends. So I hope you all are having a wonderful wisdom sessions here in this program. So if you want to spread this to your community or in the corporates for your friends and family, but you want to do this in a very structured way with all this scientific wisdom, here is the program, our coach program. It's a certified scientific meditation coach program. So we have 2 levels in this program, level 1 and level 2. So level 1 will cover the basic concepts where you will learn the basic of all the quotients physically, mentally, spiritually, manifestation. You will be learning all the basics of all the quotients. Level 2 will be the advanced concepts. So now, so this program is offering in 2 certifications. One is Buddha Siva certified, and another one is Buddha Siva and Esvyasa certified. We are jointly issuing the certificate. So the program will be same, only in the certificate, the Esvyasa added advantage will be there with the minimal price difference. So now we are launching L1 program. So L2 will start in August. So L1 we are launching in 2 batches. In April, 1 batch is going to start. Orientation of that program is happening this 30th March, and another batch is starting in June. So we have 3 modules in this coach program. So first module will be wisdom sessions. So to make it comfortable for all the working professionals, this time we are launching this coach program with just twice a week you will have wisdom sessions. In that also we have 2 options where you can attend. Wednesday and Sundays are there, and Saturdays and Sundays. So if you're working, it's the best option to choose for you. So you can opt any one option, either Wednesday or Sunday, or Saturday and Sunday will be there. So you need to attend twice a week of wisdom sessions. So this can be attended live or self-paced as per your convenience, and meditation practice. So along with this, you need to practice meditation. Apart from wisdom sessions, you need to practice meditation 5 days per week. It will be self-paced. Through Buddha Siva app, you need to practice the meditation so that we can track your practice. And third module will be interactive practical sessions. So whatever wisdom we are learning in this wisdom session, so alternate week, you need to pick a topic and present in the practical sessions with your partner. So here we'll have in detail discussion in the perspective of coach, and we'll have breakout room sessions with this practicals, and in deep Q&A will be there. So this will be alternate Sundays. and we'll have a week. Formative assessments will be there 2 weeks once. So overall, 3 formative assessments will be there for the L1 coach program. So this is the high level. These are the dates. In detail information is there in the website. I'll just show you. So this is our website. You'll have in detailed information and you can register. And if you have any queries, you can reach out to me. My number is there in the website. And parallel to this, we are launching another program called Awareness. So this is a practitioner certificate program. So doing this program, this will be an added certificate in your resume that you are practicing Anapanasati meditation. Nowadays, it became a added advantage for your resume. So doing this practitioner certificate, you can also facilitate in the programs, in Buddha Siva programs or any meditation programs being conducted. So in this, you need to attend same two wisdom sessions you need to attend per week, and you need to take assessments. So with that, like 6 weeks program it is. With this, you will be getting a practitioner certificate. In detailed information is there in the website, and we'll be posting the links in the chat. Our facilitators will post the links. So, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Reshma, for everything you're doing. So 2 programs, a coach program, orientation starting on this Sunday, 30th, and a practitioner certificate. Both are certified programs. There's more. I think the way I term this is we're learning at our own pace, and there's more interaction. There tend to be small batches of usually 50, 60 students at best. And so then we learn with a lot of interactions and absorb it with some assessment so that we are really truly learning. Many people have said that when they join these programs, their learning power, they learned a lot more than normally when you do a full day like this, because there is a reason for why you're doing it. So it could be a good idea. And those of you who joined here, it'll be this concept, some of what you're learning here will be there in it. A lot of what we learn here will be there in it, maybe slightly more explained and will be there, but it'll be a great reinforcement. And it's happening mostly in that weekend batch at twice a week time. There's more reinforcement, more interactions. So deeply learning increases. That's how you have to see. And what we learn in 3 weeks here, 20 days, it takes about 8 weeks in that program, the coach program that we talked about. So learning at a slower pace. Yes. So thank you all, dear friends, for joining. And we'll see you all tomorrow. Once again, this week we are continuing to learn about physical health, mental health, and energy and all these concepts. Then we move to another question called manifestation next week. We'll see you tomorrow on another concept about this physical mental health. Thank you.
Hello, friends. Hope you all had a wonderful session today. First, everything is going great. Your meditation journey. We are almost halfway through the second week. We learned about what is meditation, what is not, related to the meditation benefits in the first week, and then second week we are learning about health related, how meditation is actually helping us. Okay, so slides are not properly seen. We will work it out. So anyone would like to share your experience? feel free to raise your hand, or you can type it here in the Q&A or in the chat box. The one question that you have in your mind will be the question for most of other meditators also, especially in the beginners. So feel free to ask your questions. That is, three things is very, very important: meditation, book reading, and Sachna Sampati. So this, the more you share about your experience, sharing is you are acknowledging your experience in a way that you are helping others also. It is a win-to-win situation. As you know, these questions will be also posted. It will be in the YouTube. As long as YouTube is there, your questions will also help some or other person in this world, even after this program. But so, who has the questions, or who would like to share your experience? Yes, Sopani.
Hello everyone. One great thing I have to share now. Uh, this is a wonderful platform. From here only, I developed my speaking skills, and this platform is completely non-judgmental. Nobody will tell you anything if you speak in this way. If you don't know to speak, also nobody will tell you anything. That is the greatest plus point. So if we speak well, then people will be telling. If I ask, they will tell, or else they will be telling you your sharing was good, and then the way you expressed is amazing. So at that time, I slowly from the beginning, I'm telling. Uh, First, I know how I spoke, very hurry-burry, and without thinking what and all, I will be preparing for hours to speak. And after that, I slowly, I was analyzing myself for the positive thing, for self-growth. So, okay, I spoke like this now. Next time I can improve. So that like this, I started everything to uh, analyze myself for my personal growth. So this platform, this Buddha Seva Foundation has given me is giving me that opportunity to. I'm not this kind of a person, so I'll be afraid. My heartbeat will be so fast beating. So, but now I can feel calmer, and when I see myself in the screen, no, at that time also my words, I don't know what to speak. I will be afraid. So that all those like. Overcame through this only. So use this opportunity and share whatever you feel. I wanted to share this now. Sir, you are on mute.
Yeah, wonderful. Thank you, Sabanika. Yes, she started with no video initially. Now you can see the video is on and then talking, right? Many transformations. Wonderful. So there is a question: does emptiness of mind and its experiences matters a lot? Of wonderful questions. Somebody will say, I seen this color. Somebody will say that, I saw this person in my meditation. I saw some visions. I saw mountains. For me, so far, no colors actually. And when I was, as you know, I'm facilitator for Bliss, so here in this program. Apart from that, many other even facilitating, everyone tell that I saw green color, violet color, blue color, but for me, I don't know. I'm not seeing any single color. So, two things actually. One is the direct answer for Bhaskarji, does emptiness of mind it has been attested out? The answer, direct answer is no. Okay. All these experiences, what you get it in emptiness doesn't really matter. But you should understand these are the experiences. That is what for our understanding. Okay. Because when we get some experiences, if we don't understand, either we will slip away or we will just, exaggerate ourselves and then move into some different place. Our learning also will stop. If you know that, okay, yeah, when you cross, take a right, there will be a shop. When you cross when you're going somewhere, right? The Google map will tell you when you're going right, you know there is a shop in the corner. And then if you take a left, there is a bridge. So you know it. When you know that there is a bridge, it will come. There is a shop will come. You know it. That's it. Otherwise, if you don't know, if you land it in the new place, you will feel something different. You don't know. You will be in a doubt, right? If you go to a new place, the same thing. In meditation, you get these experiences. It is so that you know it. It's not only limited these many experience. These are the experience you can get, but not limited to only these. Whether you are doing meditation right or not, or any person, how to measure, not with the colors, not with the mountains in the meditation, not with the visions, nothing. Whether you are doing meditation or not, in your day-to-day life, how your thought process is changing, how you are looking at the same problem now, how you are actually responding or reacting, or even before you are, you got the anger without your awareness and you reacted. Now, same thing, you got anger, but at least you will know, have the awareness. Oh, okay, I'm feeling angry now. Maybe you would have reacted even now. That's okay, but at least you know it. Now you are in anger. So the awareness comes into a place. And very importantly, things, the way you think, the way you see, the way how you perceive the things, the situation, same problem, all the things, small things, it will change. Your sleep, all the things you can able to check that. If that is not, nothing is happening in your life, in your everything is same before and after, then you have to recheck whether you are doing the meditation right or not. Are you following, are you observing your breath or not rightly? That is only check you have to do. That's it. Otherwise, you don't need to. Or you do you want to? You can unmute, sir, like a Bhaskar, sir. Bhaskar, sir.
Hi. Good
Yeah.
afternoon. Everyone.
Yeah, before
Good
Murari,
evening.
sir, like yeah, Bhaskar, sir, can you, Subhani, can you unmute? Bhaskar, sir? Okay,
Okay, sir.
all right. Hope you got the answer, Bhaskar, sir. That's response in the chat also. I think unable to mute, unable to unmute yourself. You can just, yeah.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. So you get the answer, what I said.
Yeah, this is what I would like to ask many times. Whenever the emptiness, whatever the activity we are doing in the meditation. So, are you listening, sir?
Yes, yes, I'm listening you. Yes.
Yeah. This emptiness,
Yeah.
this emptiness, when you focus on your nostril and also the center of your eyebrows,
Okay.
and slowly you are erasing your thought process and also your perception, because you have closed your eyes,
Yes.
and also you have cut off the thoughts, the matter, whatever that is there in the mind.
Yes.
your focus is only on the breathing.
Yes.
So on this breathing exercise, you are going to make your mind empty. In the emptiness means there is no perception, there is no thought process.
Okay.
Then, in this emptiness, the experience is also the void,
Yes.
unless there is a spark. That
Yes.
spark in the emptiness, it is what I understood scientifically is that we say it is a thought-provoking process. The moment you say it is a thought-provoking process that navigate you towards your happiness or ecstasy, joy in the life, this navigation in the emptiness, where it goes, because it is from dimension to dimensionless we are journeying.
Yes.
The dimension, again you are making it a dimensionless.
Yeah.
There is no dimension in the emptiness.
Yes. Yes. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. Again you are bringing back, after doing 30 minutes of meditation, and again you are bringing back the entire senses, the thought-provoking process, and again you are coming to the natural environment.
True.
So if you don't have control on this process of going to the emptiness and then again coming back to the emptiness, to the natural environment, it is very toughest process. And then how the mind, it will work out from going in and going out. This is something interesting for me, that people are telling stress relief and then food habits, everything. They are linking all these processes with this exercise. That is what I am asking. Once you go into the emptiness, coming back is very tough. That is what my perception regarding this exercise, what we are doing, and then talking about the transformations, changes in attitudes, and then intuitions. That is what my the intention of asking question to you, sir.
Okay.
So you have, that is what I need some clarification. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. First of all,
Yeah.
this whole process, right, is not an exercise.
Yeah.
Exercise is something that, we do it voluntarily. And here we are actually observing our natural normal breath. Very natural normal breath we are observing. Whatever it is the nature that we are just observing, number one. And second thing is, it's not that when we observe the breath,
Is the video is going well for
doing
everyone?
meditation.
Sir, your video is lost for a few seconds. Even now it is struck. Okay. Okay, sir. Sir, you are in mute.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me repeat. Thank you, sir, for asking this question. First of all, this is not an exercise or something than an activity which is we are doing it with a full mind or something. So this is very kind of a very activity which is we are doing it with a natural one, because we are using the breath as the instrument. And breath, what we are doing is we are not doing anything like inhaling, exhaling, or something pranayama, nothing like that. It is purely in, natural, normal breath. We are observing it. It is very, very natural. We are just relaxing ourselves and then calming and then observing our breath. Second thing is when we observe the breath, when I'm meditating, when I'm observing the breath, it doesn't mean that I'm emptying the mind. My job is to only observe the breath. Meditation will happen itself automatically. How it will happen? That emptiness will happen automatically. How much is there? How many thoughts and how many things are there? We don't able to see with our eyes. When we do meditate, when we observe the breath, then the moment we keep on observing the breath, automatically, the meditation will happen itself. That mind will get emptied. Maybe it will happen in one meditation, it will happen in 2, 3 meditation, or it will happen, some 2 months also. And this experience we should not get attached with also. This experience doesn't really matter, as mentioned earlier. This is experiences, like these are the experiences. The real worth, the real meaning of doing meditation is when in your day-to-day life, how you are seeing the change. So you mentioned one more point, like going from dimension to dimensionless. Yes, true, because when you're identifying, through the mind, we are identifying as a dimension, everything through that. We are giving something finite shape and everything. But when you drop the mind, we don't know that. That is no dimensionless. But when you try to recall, we try to put everything, again, our analytical mind comes into play and then try to put all these things. Okay, for example, now the moment I say that rose, immediately some picture comes to your mind, the rose, the color of the rose. I did not say anything, the color and anything. Automatically, the color of the rose came to your mind because you already seen it. It is in the mind memory. But if you haven't seen that rose forever in your lifetime, the moment I'm hand over, you see something different. What is this one? The same thing. The experiences is something unlimited. When you don't know, like, oh, what is that? I saw something different. I saw something myself in something different place. I don't know where it is, or something. So I saw a different light or some color. I don't know, because again, your analytical mind tries to put that one. But yes, it is something unlimited possibilities exist in the quantum field. And when you do more and more meditation over that time, sir, trust me, you will be happy to be there in that particular place. Meaning, when you meditate, you get into that emptiness state or whatever, like you wanted to be in that meditative state. Okay, that's how it is. We will start enjoying it. You'll start enjoying it. It is not a tough process, I am saying it. It's not a tough process. It is just a easy process, and then it is very, very, you'll fall in love with that. I wanted to come again. I wanted to do it again. Like that, you'll fall in love with that. Like, suppose you want to play with a very happy, the kids. You feel so happy. Do you feel any challenge or being tough or something with playing with the kids, or then nothing, right? We feel joyous, very happy because they don't have mind. They are feeling as they are having that godhood state, so they feel happy. You wanted to go back again to play with the kid again, right? Whenever ever the kid the opportunity, the same thing. Like at the moment we get that meditation more and more we do, automatically we wanted to feel. We wanted, even 1 minute you get a chance, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you wanted to take that fun 5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then you wanted to be in that state. All right. So we don't need to put too much mind also in this. Like sometimes our analytical minds try to understand. It is just like more of towards enjoying it and then being happy and then enjoying the experiences. It's more towards spending time with ourselves. You feel like everyone has some hometown, right? You feel like, okay, whenever they want to go to hometown, they feel so joyous. The same way that you'll feel like our home, internal home, we actually get back into that home when we drop our mind. So you feel so happy. So that's how we will be.
Sir, your video is stuck. Sorry for the inconvenience.
That's one
Uh,
of the.
Sir, in between for last few seconds, the video was stuck, sir.
Okay, sure. So the perception, everything is made up of thought only at the basic. Okay. So you just enjoy it automatically, you enjoy the experience, and then in the day-to-day life, how it is there, that is what it is counted. Otherwise, we don't need to worry about whatever it is going to happen. Hope you got it. Okay. Anyone? Yes, Murari, sir.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Sir.
Hello.
Yes, you are.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Thanks, sir.
I was carefully listening, hearing the response, what the earlier participants, I sorry forget his name, and it was very good question. And my question is also a little bit related, but I would say at this point of time, I already fall in love with the meditation. And
What?
there are two reasons. The one reason, earlier I was not aware about what meditation is actually. However, on and off, I used to do meditation, but my perception, my understanding was different. And after this 10 days session, hearing Chandra sir and the one specific session which is dedicated for the meditation, actually the what meditation is and what is not, that really an eye opener, especially for me. However, what I am trying to understand, being aware, anything like it's a food habit, your day-to-day actions, responses, dealing with the outside world, inside home, or whosoever, we as an individual, more or less, we are aware that what is right and what is wrong, how I supposed to respond, and what I not supposed to speak, what I not supposed to say something to someone. This is there in almost everyone's conscious mind. Why? Because maybe after the incident, after speaking something, we realize that, okay, something wrong I did, but I didn't collect the courage to maybe accept and say sorry. That is the different part. But at least we as a human being, we realize that we did something wrong. And this is normal. But what my expectations, or maybe what I am thinking by practicing meditation, is there any point where it will, this realization, it should not be a post facto, it should not be a after, it should be a before, means subconsciously. It's there in the conscious mind, but whether is it possible to practice those wisdoms, gratitude, and the practice of the meditation subconsciously. For example, if I am a person who angry, means frequently, this is my inherent and the God-given behavior. While I am doing the meditation, 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, I am aware that, okay, I should not anger, I should not anger, I should not talk like this, I should not say something like this. But maybe after 2 hours, I forget. Again, I start the same thing. So is there any point, proven scientific point, or maybe after doing the practicing the meditation, maybe month to month, 6 months, or maybe year and years? So I want to understand that is there any sort of not the destination, but at least some success, some achievement that okay, this will happen one day subconsciously. This is my question on the meditation. Not to the program maybe, but it's a very generic question that yes, I am doing the meditation 1 hour, 2 hour, I am feeling very happy. And honestly, let me tell you, due to any reason, I won't stop myself to join this program because I really love it. Means I wait for this 7:30. I am actually in Abu Dhabi, so my time it's 7:30 evening. So every day I love to come to this program wherever I am. But I always I remember that at 7:30 I will be there at home. So this is at least good part for me. But this question again, I am again and again asking to myself that this meditation is only for the 2 hours, 3 hours, or one day I will subconsciously I will adopt the principle and the meditation what is actually what it will create a value to human being. So this I wanted to understand from you, sir. If my thought process is in the right direction, maybe I'm thinking that maybe it's achievable or maybe it's a tangible output what I'm expecting I will get one day. So please suggest me or guide me and put some light on this.
Wonderful, sir. What do you think yourself?
I have full belief. If you ask me, that's why I love every day to come to the meditation.
Okay.
My
So
belief
when,
system is 200% that yes, I will achieve. But I want to hear from the expert.
okay.
I want to know scientifically, is it proven? Is it already there? Because it's a very hard. See what happened unless you want experience. It's very hard to believe somebody saying. But yes, at the same time, if the somebody to whom you are following, like Buddha CEO platform, if I am following, and if somebody from the platform, some experienced person is saying that yes, my
Okay.
commitment, my understanding, it's somewhere it's getting certified that yes, whatever I am thinking, correct. I am going into the right path. Yes, sir.
Wonderful, sir. And at what point or when do you think that this will, you definitely trust that definitely it is going to happen for sure. But your question is more of when, at what point,
Correct. Yes.
right? First of all, thank you so much. This is a wonderful question. Or in a simple way, I'm angry and I wanted to be very after reaction mode. I am aware. Basically, I want to change completely, fully that, after things happen, then after that you become aware, you should not do that, then do this and like that. Instead of that, before itself, you should know, and then so take the different change, the direction or course. When I will be, or in other way, when I will be changing completely myself, or when a new personality, I will become like a new personality. So the answer is, it may happen in 1 month, it may happen in 2 weeks, it may happen in 6 weeks or 6 months, whatever may be. But for sure it will happen. Time is just a linear, right? It is just, and whoever the teachers are being selected everywhere are the facilitators by Chandra sir and everyone behind the team, like carefully they've been selected. My personal experience is, I shout, I react, and then I actually got a lot angry. And after that, and when that incident happens, it takes 1 week also. I'll be just in that way, what happened? And my ego will say that, no, don't talk to that person. No, first they have did it. Okay, let's wait for 1 week. So that impact will be there. So after meditation, what happens is that the time period, very important is, okay, you become, you're meditating 40 days, or you become turned into a Buddha. No, right? It may, it's not completely, but chances are there. But after 40 days, you will get an angry, but might be you would have reacted also. But how much time you come back? Earlier it is 1 week. Now the 1 week would have been reduced to 4 days or 5 days. Earlier, 10 times you would have got angry. Now that out of 10 times, now reduced to, or 100 times to now 8 times. So it takes layer by layer by layer by layer. We think that, okay, today one such simple example is when my wife actually was having the food in the dining table. I was just somehow I wanted, that the food needs to be served to me. Then I was just got an anger, and I know that before that I would have reacted. I got that awareness. Okay, why I got the anger? What is there? What is it I should learn from this situation? This is the question I put. What is there I should learn from this situation? Why I attracted the situation? Then I was just asked the question, leave it. I know that I'm anger. Then I did not react, but the reaction came in a different way. In the way that, oh, what is the food today? Okay, this food I don't know. I did not see this one like that. I just put that one, but I know that I'm angry. Then after that, after 2 days, I think, when I was just cleaning the bookshelf, I saw one of the book, which is a play book. Okay, it's just a story book, full of story, no spiritual book. Okay, that was not his. But what is the title of the book? Too much expectations. And that expectations, that story title was something, I felt that is a message for me. That was a message, because you get a feeling, the answer, because the answers comes through the feeling, or more than the thought. The words are the last sort. Okay.
Mhm.
So then what happened? Oh, I think I am having too much expectations. Let me drop the expectations. Then I don't attract the situation. So I am passed from that particular situation to the next level. Doesn't mean that no, I will not get anger, or I will not be that. For that particular lesson, I learned in that. How many lessons I need to learn? Only I know myself. So you learn from that particular situation, and then you move to next level, and then enjoy the life. That's how it will be. But for sure, your attitude will change. Your things, everything will change. The awareness will increase. Your awareness will increase and increase. So what we need to do, reading the books, being company with the meditators, and meditation, reading books, and third one is Sajjana Samgadam, like this. Ask the question. So when you are in that, these three, then definitely the path will be perfect. And every day when you are doing this, you are moving whatever you assume that new personality. You are every day when you are doing this work, every day one step you are moving towards that particular personality.
Right, sir. Right.
Right? So your inner self know that. Your inner self will know that. And life will, the moment you do meditation is doing, that's wonderful. You mentioned 2 hours you are doing meditation, fine, all good. You are not, that's not the real test. The real test is after getting into the day-to-day life, somebody will press that emotion button.
Exactly,
Okay,
sir.
somebody will press the emotion button.
Next
Trigger.
day, if you are in the office, then actual this awareness and this impact of the meditation must be there. Means it's not like to showcase to someone else, but for yourself that yes, what you were maybe 1 week before and what you are 1 week after, you must know yourself that this is my awareness, this is my understanding now, this is my calmness, this is my control on myself now. And this actually see my only expectations from meditation, because I know that this true practice can only help to get this one, and I am sure that I will get it. Means I want subconsciously it should come to me. That's all. Means I don't want to put any effort. I want this to subconsciously come to me. I am like this person. I was like that maybe before, but now I am like this.
Yes, that will definitely happen, sir. That will for sure happen. And wait for a couple of weeks where Chandra sir will talk about the emotional quotient, where you put one more thing like scientifically how it helps, because the amygdala hijack is happening it. When suddenly one manager is coming, and you don't like that person, and suddenly your mind will tell that, oh, this person is coming and I don't like this, what to do like that, that suddenly that question will come to, your mind will ask to the conscious mind will not answer immediately. Amygdala, what it will do is, okay, I think you forget it, I will do the action. I will take that next action. Amygdala in, your that's the emotional center. What it will do, it will just push all your emotion buttons. Okay, do anger and all these things, reaction mode, everything. And later only everything it is done, then the conscious mind comes into picture. But later what we do is, whenever we do the meditation, whatever the memory that we stored in our brain, all this gets wiped off. It's recycled basically. That would be the right word. Recycled. It's just like the memory, we are not turning it on and off, right? We are not turning it on, we are not at all switching it on. For many days, when we are not switching it on, what happens is those neurons stored in your brain, it gets unused it. For example, you store some songs in your pen drive and that memory is there. For many days, you are not playing it and then you are not using. What you will do after some days, I think I'm going to remove these songs and then play something new songs. I'm going to record it or write it. The same thing will happen automatically in your brain. That will be the automatic process. But what we need to do is just continue meditation, and amygdala hijack will be in a picturized form, will be talked by Chandra sir in a couple of weeks. Just stay
Okay,
tuned
sir.
for.
Wonderful, sir. Wonderful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. All right. Any other questions or any clarifications? Or anyone would like to share experience? That is also very good. Good. Okay, so any other questions? That's a really wonderful question. When the moment you do meditation, automatically the universe will give you a test. We don't need to worry about that. The question paper is always will be given or ready. We just need to write the right answer, and universe will also tell you immediately that whether you passed or not. If it is passed, then you move to the next class. Then if next lesson you need to learn. If it is failed, then you know it. Okay, I think I need to do. Somehow I failed. Okay, let me actually, this situation comes, then let me, that automatically. I think I have not meditated for last 2 days or 3 days. Let me do the meditation. I think because I know that before when I'm doing meditation, things were automatically really good. I could able to do everything. Now I don't. Since then, I think I need to do more meditation. Automatically, you will know the answer as well. And my experiences, that's what I mentioned. I was shouting and even at office and everything. Now it's okay. It doesn't mean that I don't get even angry now or nothing like that. As a whole, everyone is human beings, and but then the moment we know that, we will get the awareness. Oh, okay, we are in anger. That's okay. The moment we know anger, okay, we don't need to talk now anything. And daily meditation, and over the time, you can start following silence. Some days, not now, but some days you can follow some silence. Then that will help you, to calm down, to understand our own thought process as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Wonderful questions. Both are wonderful questions today. All right. So any other questions or any clarifications? If not, then we can take a leave. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, and have a great. There is another meditation. I think 10:30, 30 minutes past it started. Another batch. Anyone would like to join that another batch, also join, and then end your day with happy meditation. And if not, then you can stay tuned for the next batch tomorrow. And thanks, everyone. Thank you.
I'm always changing. Who I was yesterday is gone. Embrace who I am today and let go of who I was before the dawn. Take only what I need with me. Leave behind hurtful memories. Once I have learned all I can, I can't keep